Hello, I'm the owner of Northern California Advocate blog pages and also the videos. I'm going to discuss today is that Hillary has put out now three different types of campaign commercials. One to try to debunk Trump, which is not going to work, which basically, all in all, putting in 1 to 2 months is showing of desperation on Hillary's part. She wants to have many people believe that she's for and about our children's future. And, of course, if she truly was, then she would truly be out of the socialism, big government, tearing apart the Fourth Amendment as what the liberals want to do. She would not follow that type of creed, and she would not have BS'd her way through the internet situation. Therefore, I know she used a good portion of the Clinton Foundation funds to put out such commercials, and a good number of them still look like the anti-Trump organization type commercials. The basic fact is that Hillary is desperate. Hillary wants us to believe that she is for our children's future and our future, when basically all she's really about is socialism, big government, and also she is fully 100% about destroying this country's constitution, and to where we would have to kiss the liberal idiot Democrats' ass just to get the freedom that we currently have after the current constitution is torn apart, and to where they think that they can automatically have Hillary come up with other solutions that are identical or so-called identical, just to where we can feel safe, and therefore basically really will be blindsided by their bullshit. The basic fact is that Hillary's not truly about our children's future. She's never been about our children's future. The only child's future she's been about is her grandchildren and her own child's future. Other than that, I know for a fact she doesn't care what happens to us and our children, our youth. So don't be fooled by those commercials. And also, don't ever listen to the commercial that tries to debunk Trump, because Trump is a lot smarter than she is, and he will keep this country safe. He will not weaken this country like Obama has, and he will not do the things that Hillary is known to be planning and has done even as Secretary of State. Therefore, Hillary needs to realize that the American people are way more important than she deems us to be. We are way more smarter than she thinks, and that the liberal politicians may think. Thereby, if Hillary wants to be in any level of positive thought within the American people, she needs to quit doing the things that she's been doing even as Secretary of State. Therefore, also, she needs to quit BSing the American people and thinking that we're dumber than a hill of beans when we're not. She knows that she will weaken this country, because that's what the liberal politicians want her to do when she's in the White House, or if she gets in the White House. And also, she doesn't care if this country gets attacked. She doesn't care about the American flag. She doesn't care about the Constitution that we have. They're Therefore, I know she will try to make you think that she does, but trust me, she doesn't. Her cheating husband, the one that we deemed very, very important to this country, because he helped with jobs and everything, which basically we had to, the country supposedly was said to having to sell a number of or close a number of our military bases, which was a bunch of baloney, I found out later. But nonetheless, her cheating husband, Clinton, did the one positive thing, but he didn't keep on doing the positive thing. And with Hillary in office, we will be in deeper shit than we are with Obama. And yes, she can easily doctor up many forms of documentation, just like Obama did and his cabinet did when it came to his basic birth certificate, as it was shown and to be said by their own liberal media. The very liberal media that kisses the liberal idiot Democrats' ass. Being of the ones that we know of, Channel 7, Channel 3, and various others. So basically, if you want this country to be safe and protected, if you want our futures to be safe and protected, and the Constitution to be remaining the way it is, without it being messed with and torn apart, and if you want our youth to have a bright future as well as us to have a bright future and a better education for our youth as well, and a stronger defended country along with more and more employment in this country, to where we don't have to kiss the socialist, idiotic, liberal Democrats' ass, then I ask and I pray that you do vote for Trump. Because Trump will keep us safe. He will bring more jobs in this country. He will make sure that nobody attacks us. And even if someone does, like what happened in 9/11 when George W. Bush Jr. was our president, he will not be laying around and twiddling his thumbs like Hillary will, even if we are attacked, because she doesn't care about this country. As I said before in my other videos, is that all she cares about is big government, socialism, and she will tear the Fourth Amendment and many other amendments gradually out of the Constitution, to where the liberal Democrats would have a reason to rewrite the Constitution in their way, the way they feel would be logical, which basically is not logical, and it will never be logical. So Hillary, if you want to lie your way through things and think that making false promises, that even though promises that you yourself know you won't be able to keep, even when you're in the White House, or if you again get in the White House, and you think that that the American people don't deserve what we really want and need, which is truth, honesty, respect, decency, no deception, and also what in which basically Trump has been doing is telling us the truth, because he himself, he's not a real politician, of course, granted, but the basic fact is that he will never do a disservice to this country. He will help us through. He will keep us through. He will keep us safe through his whole entire terms of presidency. He will make sure that our children have a better and stronger education and a brighter future. He will make sure that we have a stronger economy. Trump will make sure that there's many more jobs in this country, in every state, to where we have a better way of balancing our budgets And he will make sure that there are better opportunities and programs for the homeless. He will make sure that nobody screws with the U.S. And also, I know Hillary had the campaign commercial of Trump supposedly saying something negative about the female gender. Don't believe that. He respects women. He has supported the ERA even if it's not on record. He has done many things positive for women, even if it's not on record. So Hillary cannot BS her way through and get away with it. We are not Nimrods. The American people are not Nimrods. We are not brainless zombies as the liberal Democrats and Hillary Clinton think we are. If Hillary wants to follow the basic common and repeated fake campaign promises to the American people instead of doing what Trump is doing, is telling us the straight truth and nothing but the truth. What we deserve to hear is the truth and honesty and respect and many other positive emotions. Then guess what, Hillary? You might as well drop out because nobody's going to deal with that. You may think it's a commonplace for the politicians and the American people to follow fake promises, even the promises that the politicians themselves cannot keep once they get into a particular office that they're running for, such as the White House to start with. But you're forgetting, Hillary, it's not going to be your White House. It's not going to be Trump's White House. It's going to be, it's always been, and it always will be, the American people's White House. So guess what? You lie to us. You try to swindle your way out and try to BS us and fake promise us. And also, if you keep on doing the basic thing of where you think that you can demean the candidate and think that the American people will follow and believe you, you need to have a refresher course. Seriously. Hillary, Rodham Clinton. You may care about your daughters and grandchildren. I respect that. As a grandmother and a human being. But as a politician, you have no logical carrying bone and nerve in your body. All you care about is money, big government, socialism, because that's what you're told to go by your liberal Democratic Party idiots. Even I know Jerry Brown himself is going the same route. Because obviously, if you remember Hillary, your little party buddy Jerry Brown went behind everybody's back in the state of California and went through a particular legislation loophole of Prop 39 and changed it to where his high tax plan would pass versus what the Prop 39 was supposed to be for, which was a better education for our youth, being educational funding for our youth in this state. But seeing that he saw that it was going to pass, meaning that Prop 39 was going to pass under the educational legislation, he went ahead and behind everybody's back and changed it. And he thinks that it's going to help California. It's going to make California better. It hasn't done that once. Not one iota. Not even before. It was not even before the thing went through into law. Not even during the news report, which basically the liberal media tore it apart by itself. And he knew that. And he saw that. So therefore, if you think that you're better for this country, you're not. If you're going to go against the GMO situation, if you're going to go against the Constitution by trying to tear out the Fourth Amendment to start with, and then gradually try to come up with better solutions, to replace the Fourth Amendment and many other amendments on the Constitution. And if you think that big government's better, like Obama, and if you think that reestablishing the Obamacare, which is costing many Americans to the points to where they have to go into the basis of bankruptcy, you do not deserve to be in our White House. So again, Hillary, rethink before you do, because as a California advocate, as I am, and I will continue watching what you're doing and trying to BS the American people. Don't say Trump is BSing the American people, because I know what Trump is about, and you obviously don't. And all you're doing is the campaign bullshit that's more than common even nowadays. But basically, the fact is that you put in way too many commercials in 1 to 2 months, in a shorter time frame than what is normally seen, because you are afraid of losing. Get used to it. You lied to the American people about the internet situation. You know that every time that they sent you something, it was documented, classified. Don't say it wasn't. You thought, oh, well, maybe if I tell them it wasn't deemed classified, I'll be able to get away with it. Therefore, I know you paid off the FBI, and I know for a fact that you used a good portion of the funding in your husband's and your foundation, known as the Clinton Foundation, for your commercials to even try to debunk Trump. So, in short, Hillary, back off. Quit BSing the American people. And for the citizens of this state and the US of A, in who I support, and I will defend in my own way, of course, as my father did as a Marine. I ask and pray that you will take heed, even more than heed, to what I say, and do vote for Trump, because he does care about the American people. He does care about our children's future. He does respect women. He does support the ERA and what they did in 1973 through 1978, which was supporting and protesting and marching for women's rights, equality, and also their freedoms within society, even then to now and beyond. Do not believe what Hillary says, even on her commercials. She does not truly support her message when it comes to our children. She'll just say anything just so that she can get in the White House and help the liberal Democrats tear this country apart. And as I said before, the American flag will not be the American flag anymore. It will be the liberal flag with the liberal symbol of socialism. Okay? And we need to have the American flag left alone. We need a stronger, defended and protected country. We need better education for our youth. We need better employment and a better economy. And the only one that will do all that and more positive things is Trump. So I'm supporting and voting for Trump. And I ask that you who are watching this video especially vote for Trump. And you will see that I am right on every level of what I said in each and every one of my new videos. And also you can watch my older videos, in which I did a number of years ago. And a number of them are about Obama and also Jerry Brown and many other things besides education and parenting. Thank you. Have a good day.